How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. We have another movie review for you guys today. We just saw Space Jam: A New Legacy today, and oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I was not disappointed, bro. What?
I was not
How'd you
disappointed
feel?
either.
How'd you feel after checking this movie out, man?
Man, initially we were obviously pretty worried about it because um of a few reasons.
Mhm.
The first Space Jam is one of those, movies that just is like one of those ones that hit you in your feels even when you hear it, when you talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you want to make sure that someone is doing that movie right,
Yeah.
basically. It's like you don't want just anyone touching this movie and messing up your childhood, really.
Yep.
And that's what we were initially very worried about, as well as LeBron's acting skills. We were very worried about that. We even said it in our trailer reaction, and if you guys haven't seen that, you can check it out. Um, in the trailer reaction we did, we were like, man, that acting though.
Yeah.
Like just that voice, it was just like, man,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Uh,
How about you? How was you feeling initially?
you know, before we went to the movies, I watched a reaction from Tyrone Magnet. Shout out to him. He's awesome. I love his reactions. Uh, just to see where he was at, because he's a movie guy. He's not a movie critic. He's not one that tear down movies. So
Uh-huh.
I always like his perspective of movies and stuff. He didn't like it, so I was very worried coming into this movie.
Mm,
Matter of fact, first thing he says, this movie's trash. Uh,
wow.
so I was like, damn. Even Hannah laughed when he said it too. Like I was like, oh my god. Like uh, he did it in Stone Cold Steve Austin's voice too, so it was even cooler.
Oh, okay.
But watching this, I actually had a lot of fun. You know,
Hmm.
it had its funny moments. There was awesome cameos from basically all of WB ever, which was awesome.
Literally
Um,
all the way back to the 1900s,
yeah,
yo. That
I don't
was
want to
insane.
spoil anything because there's some pretty cool cameos there that we didn't
Yeah, yeah,
expect.
yeah.
Uh, but he also talked about the acting, and like we talked about before,
Mm,
not only LeBron's acting was, I don't want to call it trash, but it was kind of trash.
Stiff.
Yeah, but there was a lot of other people that were in this movie that really didn't perform their best. With that
Hmm.
said, I think it was made that way because it's a kids movie,
Yes.
So
Yes,
I don't think.
and I think the point of it too was that it was like his actual family, I believe, that
Yeah.
was playing every single role. So it's like they kind of hone to that fact in the movie. They kind of talk about that, like, hey
Mhm.
man, I'm not an actor, I'm a basketball player. That's
Yeah.
kind of like a very overarching theme in the in
Yeah.
in the movie. And it's like he's telling us that he's not a good actor. So
Yeah.
while we're watching it, we're not like, super like, bro, what
Yeah.
the hell is
Yeah.
this? And I think they did a good job of that, I guess you could say, because I was invested, you know.
Yeah.
Um I may have been invested into the tunes more than anything, but I was still invested.
Yeah. I think the world they built in general was
Yeah.
what I was invested with the most. The basketball game was super cool with all the different
Mhm.
animations, and this movie just looked really good, honestly,
Yeah.
animation wise, and like the way they digitized everything just was really cool. I thought the story was pretty good. I mean, it made sense. Um,
Yeah. I thought it was a good story as well.
but again, the acting thing. But again,
Yeah.
I think it's also what they were trying to aim for in the first place. I don't think they were trying to aim to make this movie like a super serious movie. And I also haven't really
Mhm.
watched the first Space Jam in years, so I don't know if it's the same way,
Like same vibe.
the
Like
same
if
vibe.
Michael Jordan was like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm not an actor."
Yeah, but
um, I don't know, man. I feel like we should give the original Space Jam a
mhm,
rewatch. You know what I mean?
mhm,
At some point. But honestly, when we saw this movie, I had my son with me, and
mhm.
Jay was cracking up, like
Yeah,
at a lot of the parts. He was in there
mhm,
cracking up, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
mhm,
And he even said that he really liked the movie. So, you know, from that standpoint, that's who we were.
mhm.
That was
Yeah,
us. is Jay. Jay was us when that movie came out, or when we watched that movie. Not even when it came out, but when we watched it. So to have that experience, and let me tell you about the theater, yo. The whole theater was just
that's what I was going to talk
like
about next.
the entire vibe was just so different, like from the movies that, like from our experience that we've had so far with The Quiet Place 2, The Purge, Black Widow in the IMAX. Like this experience was just so different from those. How did you feel about that?
So moving in, the theater was packed. Like there was a lot of people. Like right when we got to the gate, everyone was trying to get concession stand. Everyone was trying to get their tickets. And leaving, I was like, "Yo, is Space Jam about to be Black Widow this weekend?" Like everyone there seemed like they were there for Space Jam. With that said, where we're from, we have a huge basketball community here. A lot of basketball fans here where we're at. But again, the original Space Jam has a lot of influence, especially us. We grew up watching Looney Tunes, and to see them bring them back, and they were phenomenal, by the way. Like
every single one.
Yeah, they didn't disappoint at all. Like that was definitely one of my favorite highlights from the movie. But I think all the different cameos were definitely my
I truly loved the animation.
Yeah,
I loved the animation, and the animation of Toontown or Toon World, of the Toon World verse, whatever you want to call it. It was so good. Like I was like, man, I really want to show from this. And the way I felt watching the movie was kind of how I felt watching the Lego movie, the first one. It was like good. It was that kind of experience, but the Lego movie is like tremendously better. Like I'm pretty sure we can agree upon that. Like there is a really good story within the Lego movie, and like 1 and 2. Like they're both really good.
Have you watched Lego Batman?
I have watched Lego Batman. That one also has they're doing their thing with the Legos. Even what's it called? Ninjago? Lego Ninjago. That movie was pretty good as well.
I feel like that was in theaters the other night.
What?
I don't know if there's a new one or they were playing a new movie in the theaters. Let me check right now, actually, because I saw it. Where I don't even remember where I saw it.
Yo, that would be amazing if they have Lego Ninjago in the theaters right now. I seen that they have
I feel like they were playing it the other night,
but they got a couple new little movies like that coming out. But that those were the vibes that I got. The Lego movie type of vibes of him going into that new world, and then when he goes into the Lego world, it's like Lego, and then it's everything you could possibly think of that was Lego. It was like that, but animation. And like you said, I fell in love with the server verse that they created. You know what I mean? That's what I really fell in love with. Like it was like, yo, you could give me this as a movie, and I would be fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the movie was so good, and it hit. Like the movie was really good. It hit home sometimes. I think the saddest part comes at the end. You know what I mean? No spoilers, of course, but like they keep you invested within the movie like the entire time. I think they did a really good job of that.
Yeah, I think they did too. And there's definitely very meaningful parts within the movie. But again, acting. With that said,
I'll say the son was better than LeBron. His son's acting was impeccable compared to his. Like
I felt like
he was on beat with Don Cheadle, and that was crazy. Like they were really like that. You could feel that acting chemistry, I guess you could say. Like it was there. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to see what the game is like, because there's a game that released coinciding with Space Jam.
Do you want to like look at a little bit of it right now?
Yeah, let's check it out. I think there's a trailer available on YouTube. We just haven't. I don't think we gave it a watch when it got released.
I've never even heard of it.
Let's see, what other thoughts do we have?
You want to look at the trailer, or do you want to watch the? Oh yeah, we can do the trailer one. It's right here.
Yeah, and if you guys have seen Space Jam: A New Legacy, let us know down in the comments. How did you guys feel about it? Did you guys like it? Did you not feel like it? And what your expectations were when you went to go see it, and what you came out with?
Oh, this is This is this looks terrible.
Oh no! Oh no!
Why'd they do them like that? That's
Oh,
crazy.
I'm not ready. I
All
can't see
right,
what he's
all
saying,
right.
folks. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
ready for
can't.
this.
Okay, I wasn't. Just the cover of it is just
Oh
atrocious.
snap! Okay,
Like it's atrocious. All right,
so,
that
so
was
it's not the same game from the movie.
hell no.
Oh
Yeah,
damn!
they dropped the ball like big time. Okay, look, let's see.
Gameplay reveal. Okay,
Let's do it like this.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I'm gonna let you know right now that you're not.
What's up, Doc? A little while ago, we asked fans from around the world to submit their best ideas for an original Space Jam New Legacy arcade game. We picked the winners, and our super high-tech programmer, Granny, has been hard at work developing it. On July 1st, Space Jam A New Legacy, the game, will launch first on Xbox Game Pass points.
Wait,
This is what it's giving me, man.
Wait, so is it a fighting game?
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's free to play now.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it's on Xbox Pass. It's free to play.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was interesting right there. I think they dropped the ball a little bit, especially with WB games.
Yeah.
Like they have a gaming thing and they're good games that they make. Like it's like I don't know, man.
And it's funny because the movie also kind of makes fun of WB themselves.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
There's a lot of cool moments in this movie, man. Like I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy this movie. It's a great family movie. It's funny. A lot of kids were in the theater with us.
Yeah, definitely. And they were all laughing and stuff, and everyone was invested. Like when it was a quiet moment, like the kids was quiet watching, trying to figure out what was going on.
Yep. A lot of people got the basketball references throughout the movie and laughing, and it was just a good time.
Yeah, it was definitely a good mixture of adults and kids both understanding different references and appreciating the movie as a whole. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that no one can down about this movie. You know what I mean? Like you have to be able to appreciate that this is a movie for kids and adults. Like this isn't for just adults. It's not even a movie for us it's not even a 2. You know what I mean? Like that's why they never really promoted it as Space Jam 2. Like this is a whole new thing for everyone. So I think they did a really good job.
I think the one thing I will say, going to check out, just have fun. You know, it's not a movie that I don't think is going to win an Oscar or anything like that, but it's just a fun movie that I think we need. I think we need more movies like this, just to have fun and not be, you know, so so sad or so overwhelmed, you know. And I think it's just a good vibe and a good escape.
Family friendly movie experience, you know,
that brings us good vibes, you know, and that's the type of movie this was. And so I was really happy to check it out.
I couldn't agree with you more, bro, because it was definitely good vibes throughout the entire movie with everyone in there laughing, and just, you know, just like I was saying, the family friendly movie experience. Like everybody was enjoying it together. And I couldn't say anything else but watch the movie, and take it in as for what it is, because it's worth it.
Yeah. I think this is just a starting point for them. I honestly like leaving it, I was like, man, it seems like everyone's here for Space Jam and not Black Widow. So I think, and I only can imagine what the HBO Max viewing is like right now. Obviously we don't know those
numbers because
because it's like super on the down low, but like I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a Looney Tunes back in action, live action animation, or like, you know, more stuff from that, because I think there's a lot of promise, a lot of great promise. So I'm excited. And with that said, guys, check out this movie. It's a really good watch. You know, I think you guys will enjoy it. If you were to rate this on the Marvel Bros scale, a 1 out of 5, what would you give it?
I would give this movie a solid like 3.5. You know what I mean? Like it's a good experience. You'll have fun with it. It's definitely not anything for the records books, like you were saying, but it will last. You know what I mean? It's one of those movies that will last. Like in 5 years, like the kids then will watch it, and it'll be a fun movie experience again. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not planning on checking this out again like tomorrow or anything. But you know, I will watch this movie again with the family, or you know, just with more people. It's a good experience. It's fun.
I was thinking 3.5 as well. You know, it's just such a good movie. It's a fun movie, and it's a movie that we needed. And I feel on what you said though, like it's definitely a movie I will rewatch, but not right away. But when I do rewatch it, I'm gonna have fun, and that's what's important.
Definitely. And I also feel like you'll see something new every time you watch it. Like this is one of those type of movies, you know?
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, maybe callbacks, you know, like something that you see in the beginning of the movie and then it comes back later. And one thing else that I will add is that Pete, I believe is his name, which is like the Minions henchman. I loved that character. Like I loved that character. He was cool.
Was pretty dope.
He kind of reminded me of the fish from Megamind. You know how he had the hitch. Oh, okay,
I think I know what you're talking about, but it's been so long.
It gave me those kind of vibes, you know, like he's there for him, but it's like, bro, what? Like I'm your boy. Don't do me wrong, though. You know what I mean? Like, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
So, good movie. Yeah. Good movie. Good dynamic. Good setup. Even though LeBron could have did a better job acting, I don't think they could have found a better person to fill that role in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And with that said, guys, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros 23, our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube. We post all of our videos and much more.
That's right. And you can visit our website at www.marvelbros.com where you can purchase our merchandise or donate and possibly, you know, check out, you know, our other live streams and all the other content we got going on there. And if you want to stay up to date with all of our content and discussions, you should join our Discord. And that link is in the description of this video as well as on our website, www.marvelbros.com.
Yep. And with that said, guys, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Excelsior.
All of Marvel Bros. Pop culture news updates are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also watch Marvel Bros. Live every Sunday on Facebook.com, or you can watch them on YouTube, where we upload regularly. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Marvel Bros 23 to keep up with all things Marvel and everything pop culture.